Department of Justice committed to fighting, eliminating genocide. But it takes more than us in this room. We have to expand our base. You know, people always have a hard time understanding why a black Baptist is head of the task force to combat anti-Semitism. Because it's the right thing to do. So it's easy to be up here saying we have to stop the genocide in Nigeria because it's the right thing to do. Amen. So I for those who knew me before, and I'll close by saying this. I had a job at Fox News working. But when the president called me and asked me to head the task force, I had the opportunity to serve God and country, it was easy for me to leave. Let me add to you and tell you, let's do something. Let's not talk about it anymore. I left Fox News, I'm in Department of Justice. Let's expand our obligation to eliminate that. And when we talk about getting international support, let me be very clear. We're talking about the United States of America. Okay, that's who we're talking about. Because that's too vague for me. That's very ambiguous. As a lawyer, that's vague. It's the United States of America. And if we're going to be honest, it's President Trump and Marco Rubio. And it's those individuals who care about doing the right thing. God bless America. God bless Nigeria. Amen. God bless you. Thank you. Amen.
I'm Fulani militiamen who did not see us as humans, but as something to be owned. They killed those who could not pay ransom. They marched us away from everything we had ever known. And for weeks that followed in captivity, I was beaten, starved, and assaulted by men who called their cruelty holy. I do not share this to shock you. I share it because silence is what has allowed it to happen over and over again. And silence is what allows it to continue to happen. While I speak, other women, girls are still held captive. In captivity, in like remaining Chibok girls, someone like Plea. Some killings were carried out in the broad daylight, such as Deborah Yakubu by Islamic jihadists in Sokoto State. And obviously, the silence of Nigerian government to persecute the perpetrators is loud, and the will of the international community to see is blind as a bat. Many women are held as prisoners of conscience and are waking this morning to the same horror I lived. They are praying that the world has not forgotten them. The world must not forget them.
The terrorists confessed that yes, the arms they are carrying was given to them by the government of Kwara State. Abi? You said that the car they are using, the motor they are using to patrol, all of them were supplied by what? Kwara State government. You see what we have been saying all along, that government hand is in this matter. Is it not coming to light now? So how will the government now exonerate itself with this romance with terrorists? How do you explain it? Government has in this. That's why somebody in America called us a disgraced nation. They have all this information, Fina. They have it at the tip of their palms, like they have it. That the government of Nigeria is working with terrorists in Nigeria. The facts are here now before us. So how will anybody deny this now? No, how will the government deny it every time you hear them talking about fighting insecurity? Meanwhile, all is wash. What they are telling you is not what they are doing. They will tell you another thing. Meanwhile, in their mind, in their innermost of their mind, they have a different mindset. Look at what we are seeing, that a government is involved in terrorism. A government. How do you explain all these things, for God's sake? How? You see the real people that are terrorizing, you are in bed, you are in discussion with them, you are romancing with them. Then how can I now believe that you are fighting security? Why is Toju Bello still in Nigeria and nobody have touched him? Why? Every time we are getting close to him, Is the man a spirit? All this while you have been having meeting with him and you don't know where he is. Please, somebody should tell me. The truth is coming home now. That the government is involved in this terrorism. The truth is coming home now. From state to federal, they are involved in this matter. All the facts are there in the open. Because if I tell you, Fina, that look, you see this thing that is happening here, I know the person who behind it.
The benefits, until people go to the genesis of the insecurity, we will not have a solution. That is the genesis of the insecurity in Nigeria. It started. I keep quoting. I've quoted it so many times. Others have also quoted it, not me alone. In 1960, just barely 5 months after Nigeria got independence in October, in fact, in October, I think it was 12th October, 1960, the late Sadalna of Sokoto, Alhaji Samadu Bello, he said that this new nation, Nigeria, should, that was the word he used, should be an estate of our great-grandfather, Usman Dan Fodio. And we should never allow a change of power. He continued, the northern minorities we shall use as stepping stones, and the south we shall use as conquered territory, and we shall never allow them to rule over themselves. This ambition of the Fulanis to overrun Nigeria with their brand of Islam, which does not allow of religious tolerance, even within the Islamic faith itself, with a particular brand of Islam, so that if you don't believe in that brand of Islam, you are to be killed. Because even Yoruba Muslims, Yorubas were Muslims before Danfodio came to Nigeria. Islam in Yoruba land is older than Islam in the north. But we didn't take Yoruba didn't take the Islam from the north. Islam came to Yoruba land through a different route, and it predated that of the north. Even they regard Yoruba Muslims as infidels, because Yoruba Muslims are tolerant. In Yoruba land, we are very tolerant of religious differences. In families in Yoruba land, we have Muslims, we have Christians coexisting, living together, celebrating together. That is our own brand of Islam. So because of that, the Fulanis regard all of us, Christian and Muslim, as infidels. Because if you are a true Muslim, you are not supposed to live happily with a Christian. You are supposed to kill them. So I'm saying that those of us who think we are targets to be killed, but the same people who say they are the same country with us, we have a right to say no. We want to a place where we can live our own life peacefully. Where we can live our own life peacefully without being afraid to go to bed at night, that some people might come and burn our villages and kill us and rape our women. So that is why I don't blame people who are agitating for Yoruba nation, for Igbo nation, for all sorts of other things, because we are all confronted by the same terror, the same terrorism that is now ravaging Nigeria, which is based on this Fulanization agenda.
Trump must come in Nigeria. He must come. We support the coming of American soldiers in Nigeria. And President Trump must come in Nigeria. Yes, as you can see, we are progressing peaceful protests. We support the coming of President Donald Trump in Nigeria. This killing of Christians is too much in Nigeria. We need Trump to come in Nigeria to fight against these terrorists. We need Trump. We are in support of President Donald Trump. Look at it. Thousands of Christians have been killed in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians have been slaughtered in Nigeria. And the world is keeping silent. Thousands of Christians have been slaughtered in Nigeria. Thousands. So we support President Donald Trump. But we are begging President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump, please don't disappoint us. We Nigerian Christians are still waiting for you. The killing is still going on. We are begging President Donald Trump to fulfill his promise. The killing is still going on. Do you support President Donald Trump? We need Trump. We need Trump. We need Trump. Trump must come to Nigeria to fight against these terrorists.